Hi, 2 Minute Matt here with another how-to in 2, because who wants to watch a 20-minute video on how-to? So today we're going to be looking at the 2018 Winnebago that we have for sale. Getting out of it just because outgrew it with the family. So I'm going to be going over the features, the functions a little bit, what the pros and the cons and the flaws are of this particular 2018. So we're going to do a walk around, show whoever's buying this what everything looks like. So come with me, follow me, and we'll go through everything. On to the next. Okay, so here we have the engine compartment of the 2018. Just recently, last year, we redid the air filter, we redid the oil, and we also had the air conditioning serviced so it blows nice and cold. Now on to the next. Okay, on this side, this is the driver's side. We have lots of storage compartments. The first compartment has 4 propane tanks. You can see they're all the 5-gallon propane tanks. There's 4 individual tanks. It is one of the better features of this RV. Instead of having one tank that is fixed, it has 4 individual tanks that are all separate. You can move between tanks. You can also take them out and take them down to get them serviced or filled up. I think it's a big advantage because you have some variety and variability. You can take them off and use them for your propane grill or whatever. And it is very convenient not to have to drive the coach all the way down to the propane place to fill up the tanks. And on to the next. And next we have all the storage on the outside of the RV. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 different areas to store things. You have a 4,000 watt generator. That generator is on an automatic transfer switch, so when you start the generator, it automatically switches over to generator power. You don't have to unplug or plug anything. Again, it's 4,000 watts. Recently been serviced with a change in the oil last year. The generator itself has about 260 hours on it, which isn't that many relatively to the year that it is. On to the next. Here on the side of the RV, you can look down the side of it. There's no dings or dents. A tiny bit of fading on the graphics, not that much. It can use a nice coat of wax, and a lot of that will just clean right up. It's mostly been covered for a lot of its time here. Before I had it, it was stored on the side of a house in Los Angeles where there was lots of shade, so this side did not get a lot of sun. So still looks in good shape. Like I said, no dings, no dents. On to the next. Here you can see that it's one single slide out all the way down the whole coach. It goes almost to the behind the driver's side. The slide out itself does not come out very much, which is nice when you're camping and you don't need a lot of space. Some campgrounds are very narrow, so I've never had any trouble with any of the campsites. The nice thing about it is it's just one single slide. That's my favorite thing about it. On the back side here, there are some dings on this graphics. This from someone had a bike in the back here, and it rubbed up against here and got some marks. On to the next. Here we have the outdoor kitchen, which is very nice. Complete with mini fridge, drawer. It's a little messy right now. There's a cutting board, which is great. It does come all the way out. So. A sink, TV, little scratch on the TV. Ice maker, which that's portable, but that would come with it. Bottle opener, little hanger here. Everything it's a little bit dirty right now, but cleans up nice. This side here, no dents or dings or scratches. We did have the graphics replaced on this graphic here, which they did a pretty good job of matching everything. We'll go ahead and show you the awning on next. All right, next we're going to put out the awning. So the nice thing about this awning is it's the full length of the RV. It's one of the longest in the industry. It is 20 feet long.
It is jammed.
Sometimes. That's pretty funny.
I think you need to pull it out again.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So sometimes you have to bring it back in. It's a really good live test, and then bring it back out. Sometimes it doesn't want to run all the way out. That happens on lots of awnings, and the reason why that is because the awning itself is vinyl, and it tends to stick to itself sometimes. You notice there's lots of storage underneath here. When you have the awning all the way out, there is an LED light that goes along the perimeter. So we can turn that on. And it's got an LED strip light all the way around. Again, more storage here. And then the last thing we'll look at in the exterior is the battery compartment for the coach batteries. We've replaced them with 2 lithium copper batteries. They last a lot better. They have a better power curve. These were brand new last year. We also have a monitoring setup to where you can monitor the voltage from inside the coach, and we'll go inside and show you what that looks like next. Okay, next we're going to start the RV. All right, starts up just great. Maybe you can hear it running, maybe you can't. I'm going to go ahead and lower this down so you can see. That is the jacks, the leveling jacks. Oftentimes when you start up the vehicle, the leveling jacks, they do need to be retracted. So I just hit the button to retract them so they're all the way up. It's just a reminder. We have our main panel here with the water heater, water pump. It's got a gas water heater. That light should turn off while we're doing this. If you want to take a look at the bunk's going to come down from the top. You just lower that. One of my favorite things about the bunk is it is a full-size bunk capable of over 350 pounds up top. These seats do swivel around. You can drive with this down. I have done that before. It does change your view just a little bit. I generally don't drive with it down. Nice thing at the campsites, you can swivel these chairs around. And when you swivel them around, you will be able to have good head clearance here with this down, which is a very nice feature. There's also a shade that comes down in front if you need that. This couch here, a little bit messy, I apologize. This couch here does fold out into a jackknife. Some of the negatives about this particular coach, there is a little bit of wear and tear on the edges of the seat. Not much. We have that a little bit on the back of this, on the edge of this, and the armrests have gotten a little bit of sun. Nothing's peeling off of here too bad, but anyway, it does have some minor things there. All the shades operate great. Open and close, windows open and close, right? Got plenty of storage up top. It's got a TV here. The ladder here is underneath here. This folds into a bed as well. We've never done that, but it does fold into a 2-person bed. On to the next. All right, this coach has a 1,000 watt inverter built in, so when you're not plugged in, we're plugged in right now, you can turn on this little button here. You'll hear that beep. That turns on your inverter. That powers your refrigerator. Right? It's currently cold right now. Freezer. Got a couple items in there. Just got back from a trip this past weekend, so we haven't unloaded the refrigerator. It has a custom panel that I installed here. This is an online thing. It tells you the voltage. Right now we've got 14 volts on the main batteries. It also tells you your draw on how much voltage you're actually using. You have your air conditioning controls here. You also have these different buttons that tell you how full the tanks are. These are notoriously inaccurate for coaches. And they normally read the best when the tanks are empty. So right now I think we do have a little bit of water in the black tank and a little bit of fresh water left. So that's why those lights are on. Here you can bring in the slide. So if I bring it in, we'll bring the whole thing entirely in. I'm not going to do that this second. Here we have the stove, which it's got an electronic igniter. You just turn the igniter, and it will light all your burners. It has 900 watt microwave. We also have an additional add-on here. This switch, when you turn it on, it turns on the electric water heater. This is an aftermarket water heater, not found on a lot of coaches these days. But you have the option of warming the water with your gas water heater, which you can see the light has gone out on the water heater, so that tells you the water heater is lit and it is working. If you don't use the water heater on the gas, you can use just the electric, and then that tells you that the electric is on by the light, and that'll stay on the whole entire time. It doesn't cycle on or off, but that electric water heater will heat your water while you're hooked onto shore power, saving your propane, which is why we did it. On to the next. Okay, lastly we'll show you the bathroom. It's got a pretty large shower. I'm not a big tall guy, but it does have room for someone, 6'1", not a problem. It's designed for that. It's pretty wide. I mean, pretty good sized shoulders here. I can step in here and fit in here, just fine, not a problem. Even with the water cooler in there. It has a brand new porcelain toilet. This is all porcelain. I put that in when we first got the coach. Also has a bidet built in the side. That's also brand new as of 2 years ago when we got it. You got your sink. Again, no issues in here. You want to follow me around this way? You got the master bedroom. A little bit messy, but anyway, it does have some really nice storage cabinets. Obviously, use that. You got 6 drawers along here. This whole bed lifts up as well. There's storage underneath here, under the bed. In the back corner, you see the cushions, the brand new cushions in their bag from the table. Got a TV back here as well. And then if you turn around and look, you can see the two bunks. They're full size, or they're twin size bunks. And these bunks are great. You don't use the bunks. This here folds up. There's a latch for it. And then I took it down, but I do have the rod. It's a closet rod for this. You can hang clothes here on that closet rod if you're not using this. That closet rod, I took it out because it had started to come down. Some of the screws got loose and I wasn't using it, so we still have the closet rod. That's easy to put back if need be. Underneath here is storage as well. Pretty good amount of storage. We have the old shot ski under there for doing shots. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, please give me a call, 916-778-6288, or easier to remember, 916-778-MATT. Thank you. Have a good day.